Hey there and welcome to this ProFlows quick tip where I'm going to show you how to get that radical retro VHS look that is so cool, so popular, and we're going to do it without using third-party plugins. So I'm going to show you, here's our original footage, and you can see it's very well lit. It looks really nice. It's very professional, clean, crisp. Like I said, great lighting. But let's dirty this up and let's make it look like dirty VHS tapes. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with our footage. We're going to go to Effect, Channel. We're going to Shift Channels, and we're going to take red from red. We're going to say green is full off and blue is full off. We're going to duplicate that layer. We're going to turn red full off. We're going to make green green, and we're going to set this mode to screen. Then we're going to duplicate this layer one more time. Green is now full off and blue is blue. And we're back to our original image. You may be saying, okay, why did you do this? Because we're creating chromatic aberration to start the look. And to make it look really cool at this point, we're going to offset the X position here. It's 960. We're going to offset it by 10 pixels. We're going to make it 970. So there you go. Super dramatic shifting of channels here, right? A little too dramatic, but you'll see what we're going to do once we start applying some of these other effects, okay? So next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a new adjustment layer, and we're going to call this Warp. And to this, we're going to apply just that. We're going to go Distort, Wave Warp, and we're going to change our Wave Warp. It looks quite weird. Change it to Square. We're going to leave the wave height at 10. We're going to make the wave width 1000, so very big. We're going to make the direction 0, and we're going to make the wave speed a -0.1, so it's very slow, and we're going to pin all of the edges. So if I play through this, you're going to see what happens here. If I zoom out, there's a wave effect happening, a distortion effect, like an old VHS wrinkled tape happening here. But let's take this a step further. Let's actually duplicate this wave warp, and let's take the wave height down to 5. And let's take the speed to -0.13. So it's just a little bit quicker. And let's move the phase to a 90-degree angle. And we'll preview this. And you're going to see we've got two lines happening here. One crosses over the other. It's pretty thick there and it goes pretty small. Pretty cool stuff happening here. Let's go a step further. New adjustment layer. We're going to call this Effects, and we're going to start the effects with color correction curves, and we're just going to add 3 points here. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to boost the blacks here, bring those up. It's all a matter of choice here. We're going to bring down these whites, and we're going to create a curve just like this. Bringing up the blacks, bringing down the whites. Pretty simple. Next, we're going to go to color correction. We're going to go to hue and saturation, and we're going to bump the saturation down to about -35. So with these two effects applied, that's how it looks. Here's without and with. Pretty cool. Okay, next we're going to go to effect, and we're going to add some noise and grain. We're going to add some noise, and noise is really easy to add too much to an image to make it look pretty bad, but we're going to add 15%, which typically is too high. I stick usually around 5%, 6%, maybe 7%, but for this we're going 15%. Okay, so now let's add a transition effect, and that's transition, and it's called Venetian blinds. And we're going to go transition completion about 10%, and we'll make the direction 90. And the width, we'll take it down to 5. So again, that's with Venetian blinds, that's without, looking pretty good. Effect, blur and sharpen, fast box blur. We're going to repeat edge pixels, and we're going to set our blur radius to 3. And there you go. You can see now with that noise, it's creating a lot of, if that noise wasn't bumped up so much, you wouldn't see much going on there, but there's our noise. And we're going to add one more effect, which is blur and sharpen, and we're going to bump this up to about 275, back out, And let's play through this and see what we got. And there we go, my friends. That is a dope looking, radical, retro VHS look, just using a few layers and a few adjustment layers on top of it. And look what we got.